Let me make sure the volume is up loud enough because it wasn't dancing on the screen like it should be. So let's see. Good morning. Let me know if that's too loud. Hi, Katie Crafts. How are you doing? Hey, Ingrid. Hi, Philippa. Excellent. Okay. I was checking all the dials this morning to make sure none of the cats had played with it, as they like to do. Hi, Terry. All right. Well, happy Sunday. Thanks everybody for being here. Hey, MJ Sews. I hope everyone is having an awesome weekend. It's dreary here this morning in Maryland, but it's okay. We kind of needed the rain. I don't even remember the last time it rained. Although I haven't been here much, been traveling a lot, so there's no telling. It could have rained the entire time I was in Oklahoma City, I suppose. Oh my gosh, I love that, Katie. That sounds fantastic. Sounds like what I should do. Only a big mug of hot cocoa. I don't drink coffee, so um, right after this. Stephanie, good morning. Oh my gosh, if anybody didn't know, Stephanie of Quilting with Stephanie Stitches is in Houston, and I hope having such a good time and seeing so much cool stuff. I can't wait to see what will be coming in Stephanie's shop because all of the people were at Quilt Market. Holy cow, 10 inches, wow. I have, I like see memories pop up in like Facebook or in Time Hop or whatever. Hey, Faith. And 5 years ago today, it was snowing. Um, and so it was kind of cool, like just to see the flashback. 5 years and like 13 years ago on today, where we had dusting though, not 10 inches. All right. Well, I'm going to switch camera views so that we can take a look. I'm working on, today, I'm working on the 4S collaboration. And if you haven't heard about the 4S collaboration, that is Stephanie of Quilting with Stephanie Stitches, Steven, see, now he said Steve yesterday in his pop-up so day. Now I'm going to say Steve all the time. I'm gonna get in trouble again. Steven of Bland Designs and the Idiot Quilter, and Sean from The Guy Who Sews. We're all doing a collaboration where we actually had you guys vote for what project we were going to work on. And so I am going to be working today on that project, which is, let me make sure I pull that in there. There we go. It's a FPP pattern from Exhausted Octopus, who's on Instagram, and I did link this pattern in the description below. It's called Deco Tiles. This is the one that won. We all had three patterns to choose from. Stephanie's was the puffins from Art East Quilting Company. Steven was the cats, and Sean's was the farm animals from Elizabeth Hartman. Yes. Yeah. So. Oh, great. Okay, good. Stephanie's back home safe and sound. Took the late flight. Okay. I know that you were happy to get back home to the kitties, and it sounds like there was no flight issues this go around, so that's exciting. I'm excited. I want to go. I'm not excited about the flying part, but I want to go to Quilt Market next year. And being an instructor and everything, I believe I will be able to do so. So fingers crossed, that's on the to-do list for next year. So We'll see. Then I can get to hang out with Stephanie and she can show me the ropes. Because it looked like the sample portion of it from all of the videos I saw of other people's videos it is like Hunger Games-esque kind of thing. I'm ready. I played basketball. I'm ready with elbows. So, all right, I'm going to get started. I called an audible and changed the fabric that I'm using. While my new featherweight and I haven't come to terms with each other yet, I wasn't able to get much sewing done because I couldn't get it to work. I did decide that I didn't like the color combination that I had chosen. I love those two colors. I think it also might have been the pattern with the bubbles. It just didn't work for me. Just wasn't feeling it. So I decided to switch things up, and I'm going with the ombre flurries from Vienco. And we're going to see how that goes. I'm going to do a couple in this red and green combo. Here, why don't I just pull this up and show you guys. I've kind of situated them in combinations that I thought was kind of cool. And we'll see how it goes. This is going to be, I don't know, kind of as free-flowing as FPP gets, because I get to play around with the fabrics. You don't get to play around with the placement of fabrics in FPP, but I can play around with what fabrics I choose to use. So this is what I'm going with. Let's see. Hi, Candace. Oh, that's good. It didn't feel like a sardine. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. If you've never done FPP before, this is foundation paper piecing, which is kind of like my happy place. And so this is the top of the paper pattern is where you do the sewing, and these solid lines are where the sew lines will be as I put the papers or the pieces of fabric on to put the pattern together. But what you actually see as a finished quilt block for this portion of the quilt will be on the back side. So I'm going to start and I'm going to place this first piece. Maybe I'll do it this way so I can try to get this. I'm going to try to get this snowflake into the picture frame. Let's see. I gotta pull it down far enough to make sure I'm covering everything. Good there. Alright, I think that'll be good. Oh, alright. Now, these skinny lines for where the my black strips will go, these are teeny tiny little lines. So it's not gonna take much to cover it, but let me iron this. I'm cutting the strips to cover those teeny tiny lines rather wide, because you don't have to only cut it that big. You can do the trimming as you're placing the pieces on. I think when I first started FPP, I thought, oh my gosh, like I have to start with that small a piece. How am I ever going to sew that on? Not realizing as you continue to build like a recipe, you are trimming away and shaping your final pieces throughout the process. So you don't have to start off so teeny tiny. I'm using my my ironing board that I made in Walnut Port at Stephanie's retreat there in Pennsylvania just a couple months ago. Ooh, I'm missing stuff. Your hair took the biggest hit. That's funny. Okay, now let's go back to getting that snowflake in place where I'd like it. And making sure I'm covering the entirety of the pattern. Alright, and remembering that 2 is this way, not the other way. If you are working on a project, what project are you working on today? If you're not snuggled up because of the snow. There's been a lot of talk on the TV and radio here about, is the DC metro area going to get a lot of snow this winter? And some people say yes, and some people say no. So, I love the occupation of weatherman. I think is one of the best occupations that really tell you exactly what it is they're doing in the title and not in the way you think. It's because weathermen don't know whether it will or whether it won't. And you can put in whether it will rain or whether it won't rain, whether it will snow, whether it won't snow, whether it will be sunny, especially here in the DC metro area. They never seem to agree or get it right. Oh, I have a cat on my foot pedal. Which one is that? That's harmonica. Harmonica's on the foot pedal. Let's drop that stitch length down. Stitch length should be around, well, between 1.3 and 1.7 is kind of the average. I always drop mine down to like 1.2, 1.1, depending. Uh-oh. Looks like we're having internet issues on my side. Huh. Well, hopefully that'll clear up. Still warm in Georgia. Philip, it seems like they got pretty good odds to get it right if it's 95% sunny all the time. I am just using scissors today to trim up before I flip and iron. And I printed this off on just regular printer paper, so I'm not concerned about using my Acorn Easy Press and getting the paper too wet. It doesn't really because it's a thicker paper, it doesn't impact it the way it impacts the what is it? Copy paper, not copy paper. Newsprint that like legit kits, or I have to print off some patterns. I wanted to go old school with this one. Hey Mona, good morning. All right. Next strip of my black fabric to go. Oh, we finished up yesterday all the testers for Legit Kit's 50th uh, pattern kit. The testers for it finished up yesterday. So we are officially complete and officially ready to do the pre-sales. And they're working on just a couple of corrections that we found. Nothing too big, like one piece of a block, one unit within that block was missing its magic white lines, and that's an important piece. But it's coming, and I know I heard from Stephanie that she scored the 50th pattern when out at Quilt Market. Oh. I always wonder if I'm supposed to say things like that. Sorry, Stephanie, if I just let a cat out of a bag. I'm just excited that you got that. I haven't seen that they've made the official announcement about it yet. Otherwise, I would show you what it was and show you the blocks that I finished. All of the testers had 8 individual blocks to do, and not all in the same place. They work really hard to make sure all of the testers. Ingrid could talk about this too. Ingrid's done some testing of a couple of their patterns. They work pretty hard to make sure that each tester gets a range of difficulty in the blocks. Hi, Susan! Purrs and pumpkins. Oh my gosh, that sounds so cute. Oh yay, the snowflake's in there. Woohoo! Right. So, I got to keep my snowflake in the center. Here, let me flip it around. Maybe you can see it a little bit better. Got to keep the snowflake in there, which is great. And you'll see that these two lines are like much thicker than what they'll end up being on this side. But this is where we'll begin the trimming of them up, because I'm going to add the next pieces So that was 1, 2, 3, 4 is over here. Slide that back. Gonna do a bit of a trim. Might save that one. Might be able to use this strip in a later spot. And then because this is not solids, I need to make sure that I'm putting this right side to the, because black is, this is a solid, imagine this is the pretty side up. You don't have to imagine, it's right here. This is the pretty side up. So when I'm placing the piece number 4 to sew on, I want pretty sides together. Just like in regular, traditional quilting, you're going to put pretty sides together. So that's what I'm doing here. Make sure I got it lined up on the 1/4 inch. And I can feel on the back side here, I can feel that this is definitely covering the entirety of the pattern that needs to be covered. So I'm good to go. Oh yeah, Susan, the pattern testing is so much fun. But I definitely feel like the sense of urgency, because they want to get it tested, they want to get it out and show everybody what they did. Okay. Thank you for Monica. He reminded me he was at my foot pedal by shoving his daggers into my big toe. Excellent. So I don't know if you can tell, we're going to have quite a few stitches meeting down here where the rays all start from. So this is where using a finer thread comes in handy. That's where you'll start noticing things start to build up. Is everybody getting ready for Halloween? I have my Halloween movies picked out to watch. Not really going too spooky this year. We haven't watched the Meg 2, and at first I thought I didn't want to watch the Meg 2 because it looks a little cheesy. Not that the Meg 1 wasn't, but it's like a guilty pleasure kind of watch. And but the Meg 2 really was giving me Sharknado vibes, so I wasn't sure I wanted to watch it. But Halloween night, that's a cheesy night anyway, so I think I'll watch it then. So nothing super spooky, but fun. Look how tiny. See where the editing happens when you are building the next layers? How tiny that little strip of black is after it goes from here to there just by adding the next piece of fabric. Oh, I'm so excited. Hi, Irish Sam. Happy that you got the chance to be here too. Yeah, I am working on the 4S collaboration pattern that all of you lovelies chose. I'm very happy about the pattern that won. I would have been happy with any of the patterns that won. I guess that's awfully diplomatic to say, because I would have been happy with whatever. Pretty sides together. My lights aren't working. There we go, but that's not bright enough. There we go. Now we've got some lavender bright lights under there. Alright, talk to you soon, Kelly. Hi, Julie. A book made into many movies that is actually scary, spooky. Oh, I love A Christmas Carol. I will actually watch every single version of A Christmas Carol every Christmas season. But the Muppets one is my favorite. I'm not particularly a Muppets fan, but that version, I love it so much. Oh, Great Pumpkin. That's a good one. Do they still do all the Charlie Brown ones? I haven't watched them since mine were littles. I remember growing up with them, and I remember watching them with my littles. But I haven't paid much attention. Oh, thank you, Ingrid. Yes, I love this fabric. And the combination is making me happy, so I was not feeling the combo I'd chosen originally. So maybe Lucille, my new featherweight, was saving me from disappointment by being ornery. Alright. There are the internal rays, and we'll start, trimming these down by the next divider pieces, I guess. That's what I'm going to call the black insert there, are the divider pieces. I'm excited about this. This is making me happy. Alright, so we are on to, that was 4 and 5, 6 is down here. the cats are turning a Amazon box into their toy today. So all that scratching and noise you hear is them futzing around in the box. It's funny how pets and children are exactly the same. Remember when we got the kiddos one of those kitchens that like had, you know, it comes with like food and pots and pans and all that stuff that, I don't know, they were big in plastic. I don't remember what their company was, but and got that, had it all, you know, waiting Christmas morning, so excited, very happy to share that with the kids. Got, you know, they came down, they were excited about it, then they saw the big old box that it was in, and they played in that box more than they played in that kitchen for the first week. Oh, Scrooge is funny, yes. I like the Patrick Stewart one too. Well, it's probably because I just love Patrick Stewart so much. Ingrid, I haven't decided how many blocks I'm making. I'm just going to keep making them until it's about time to have to be done. And then, because there are corner setting blocks to do as well. So I will have to do that. Well, I want to do those. You don't have to. Obviously, I could just put all of these together and have a project for sure, but I want to do the setting block, the setting triangles to finish it all up. So I don't know if that will be a wall hanging at the end or a throw. We'll have to see. I'm just going to keep making them. And they're pretty easy, and once I get this one done, and I now know like what the sizes of the fabric needs to be to cover, I'll just start cutting out that size rectangle for everything, and really start just chain piecing these. These will lend themselves much easier to chain piecing than like anything the legit kits does, just because of the different angles and things. But these will lend themselves pretty well to some chain piecing. So I'm excited about that. I'll be able to move even more quickly once, but I wanted to make sure that this was the look I was going for once I started putting them together. I will say, I think, who did Susan say? Yeah, the red and green. I'm wondering if I want to turn this into a Christmas deco. Could I do that? Because this is ombre, so the color changes will start, and I could get a lot out of these. And this is just these two, and there's, you know, other reds. I could do this corally red with another green. I don't know. Well, we'll see. We might end up with a Christmas deco quilt. Let's see. How big are the blocks? Where did my... Did I not bring it over? Oh, I didn't bring it over. So, unfinished 6.5. Yep. So they will be 6-inch finished blocks. They won't have sashing in between them, but when they're putting together, because they are on point, the layouts, at least that Exhausted Octopus did, they are on point. So there are setting triangles for where they all come together, which I really like them on point. I'm not going to change that. I really think that looks really cool. So yes, cut out the doors. They had them. Let's see, that kitchen one I think turned into a schoolhouse, then got turned into a jailhouse. They're so fun. I hope kids still do that kind of stuff. I look forward to that when grandkids do happen, at whatever time they happen. I want all of the, technology stuff is fun, but I do want to enjoy just some good old-fashioned imagination stuff with the grandkids at one point. Well, grandkids whenever they come at that point. Imagination stuff all the time. Make sure I'm putting this up high enough so you guys can see as I put it together. Hey Tamala, good morning. Thank you, Stephanie. I love the flurries. I love the ombre. Oh, cat hair. There. Oh, I didn't get it. Nope. Oh, it's actually cat hair stitched in. There we go. It would make... Oh, good night, Philippa. I think it would be a cool Christmas quilt. Alright, I think we may have made an executive decision. I think we may have made that decision. I like it. I like that. I like it being Christmassy because it's got the snowflakes. I love the other colors too. And I'll be able to find some things to do with the other colors. Alright. So now we throw in the edge pieces. You all may recognize this Vegas strip. I'm using Vegas strips for outside blocks, or the outside edges. Because I had opened an all white Vegas strip for something else, used a couple of strips of that, and have definitely plenty for this left over. Five, 6, 7, 8. Itchy nose. Alright. Yeah, we are definitely getting bulk down here where these pieces meet. I am going to need to invest in a little rubber mallet. Because I don't have a little rubber mallet yet, my meat tenderizer can be utilized as a multitasker to take care of flattening out this bulk down here that's going to be building up, and I can feel it's definitely building up down here. But a little rubber mallet will be easier to carry around in my sewing kit than a big old meat tenderizer. Hey, Charlotte. One on that side. We built these ironing boards again out in Walnutport for Stephanie Stitch's retreat there, for Stephanie's retreat there, and it has foam, but it has ironing board fabric, like the silvery, and it stays so warm, and it flattens so nicely. It was a very good, I was going to call it a pattern, but I guess, I don't know. It was a good ironing board pattern to build out there with everyone. It was also a lot of fun. We did a lot of chatting as we were building. Nice, Kelly. I like that we're portable. We'll just come with you. Hi, Joyce. Oh, well, welcome. I'm excited that you're here, the first live. That's exciting. Let me know what you're up to, Joyce. So, Terry. Oh, I'm very, very excited about. I'm happy I changed fabrics. This is making me very happy. Do, do. So now we're going to start building with, again, the black thin lines to frame out those rays, and then more white here and black framing, and this will be done. So 10 is my next line to sew. I will peel back the paper from the sew lines gently so I don't pop any of the stitches, but the shortened stitch length definitely helps in that. Boop, boop. Pop and pop. And pull those up. About a quarter, healthy quarter of an inch trim. Add another, I think I'm gonna have to do the longer strip for the longer bit up here. Maybe not this long, but that's all right. $50. Hi, Linda. Oh, I love family names. We named my son after my maiden name because my dad had all girls, so wanted to carry on the tradition of our last name. Ooh, look at that. Really starting to see the pattern come to life now. That's a good sized piece. Make sure we're covering the seam allowance on all ends. High temp in Texas today is in the 80s, but tomorrow will only be 48. Oh! That is a shock to the system. Oh, look at that! That is going to be fun when it's all finished up. Oh, I'm so excited! Now we do the solid whites on the side up here, and then another of the black outline. This is even better than I was expecting. What I am going to do is I trimmed up this side to be ready for that. I'm just going to go ahead and trim this side up too, just to get it done. Make sure I'm on the right fold line. But no particular reason that I'm not using a rotary cutter today, just using scissors today. Hi, Mary B. Ooh, Lakewood is cold too, huh? Okay. This we're going to have a little bit longer. You see, I'm just rough cutting a roundabout. Not being specific on exact length, exact size, as long as I am at least 1/4 of an inch. 1/2 an inch is probably more comfortable over the space I need to cover. I'm just rough cutting. All right, what piece on this side? Yep. I should remember by now. Evens are on this side. Slow on the uptake. Because I am doing the white to frame, I need to make sure I'm being a little heavier on the white background, so I don't get as much shadow, keeping the darker fabrics behind the 2 layers of white. If that makes sense. So, like all of the trim from the others, I'm leaving the white a little bit longer, so it's a double up of white. And I can tell here when I remove the paper, I will probably do some extra trimming. Oh, I don't know if that's high enough. I can tell here when I remove the papers, I'm going to do some trimming because I can see the black fabric. I will trim that behind the double fold of the white, so that I can't see that shadow. The shadow that I'll see is the white fabric, not the dark. I just need to make sure I remember that so I'm not having to trim them down every time. But oh yeah, you guys picked a good one. This is a great pattern. There we go. Yeah, see, I'm much happier about there's no like dark fabric shadow where I can see it on these ones. So that's what I'll have to remember that going forward for the rest of it, and just when I take the papers off, I'll have to trim the black fabric back. Gosh, that's so pretty. So pretty. Oh, those are pretty names, Susan. Oh, Kelly, I appreciate that. Thank you. Hey, Donna. Scooch this down a little bit, make sure I've got it all covering. I think I can probably trim this part back even more. There we go. There we go. But I'll make sure there's no shadow there. this even further back so I can pull this up even more. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, it's official. I'm in love. I love this block. All right, then just the outer black trim, and then I'll trim up the block, true it all the way up, and we will be done with this one. Then I'll move on to, I'm probably going to try another red and green. And then I'll start having to think about how I'm going to put them together. These long enough? No, those aren't long enough. But this is long enough. Yes. Julie, honestly, I'm really bad about remembering to label anything. Really, really bad. I have them? I have really cute little iron-on ones. I need to get better about that. Ooh, working on rope bowls. All right, Charlotte, have fun. Oh, Donna's working on the rope bowls too. So cool. A little bit of a trim. Kind of went heavy on this one, so I'll just trim down. But again, you don't have to be precise, so if you're a little bit heavy, don't worry about it. I am going to pull out the rotary cutter for trimming this side down. And I think I hung it back up my ruler, so we'll give my shoulder a stretch. Since Nightbot was reminding us to stretch anyway. Stretch my arm back there while I'm doing this. There we go. Little shoulder rolls. Keep limber. As limber as I get, I suppose. Hi, Sally. Ooh, fun, Julie. Apple pie in the oven. Oh, Sally, I'm coming. I'll be there soon. All right. We'll use this one. It's the one on hand. It's the one we'll use. Uh-oh. Well, it was the one on hand, but it's not the one that's doing any real cutting. Let's line this up again and try again. That's the sound you like to hear. Alright. Little fuzzies off. This next one. Oh, when I was in North Carolina, I got some mulling spices. I think I need to go get some cider. Well, we could mull some wine, too. We do have bottles of wine. That could make for a very jolly Sunday. Some mulled wine. Oh, Halloween charm squares as leaders and unders. Very cool. Oh, Sally, that sounds fantastic. What I need to do is, now that I am a mite older and have a more sophisticated palate, I need to give apple pie with cheddar a shot. I tried it when I was younger and it went against everything I believe. Or everything I believed at the time, I suppose. But people love apple pie with cheddar cheese in it. I feel like I need to give it another shot. I just love the combination of apples and cinnamon. There's just everything's so right about that combination. Alright, I feel like this guy, why does it felt like it was slipping? Because it does feel like it's slipping on the paper. May have to switch up rulers if it's going to keep feeling like it's slipping. Down here where all of the pieces meet. The rotary cutter is not happy. Probably be able to use that again. Oh, a cheddar cheese pie crust. Stephanie, what is that you speak of? You put the cheese on the side. Cheddar cheese pie crust sounds fabulous. Mm-mm. All right, you all ready? Let me get all of the little bits and bobs off of it. Oh, I'm so excited. Look at that. Stunning. Ah, yay! But see, I can see the shadow until when I take the paper off, and until then it's going to drive me insane. I can see that shadow. But up here, with the double fold, perfection. Oh, so nice. Gorgeous. Oh, chicken pot pie. Yes, please. I love ice cream on any warm pie, for sure. Okay. Oh, I love it. Love it, love it, love it. All right, so what color combo to get into next? I think I'm going to try another. I don't know if I want the orangey red. I might just try further down. So I have some of the lighter green as I was looking at what color combinations I wanted to use. So I might cut and I like the red in the center. So I think I'm going to keep it red in the center, green on the outside. So I think I've made that decision. I might try the limier green. Limier green with, so that was the darker of the red. Was it the darker? No, that was the lighter of the red with an even deeper red. Okay. All right, I'm game for that. Yeah, I'm game. All right. Oh, those are good selvages, Donna. All right. I think the darker red with the lighter green is where we're going for the next one. Pull that into. Yay! Okay. I'm good. Oh, good. Breakfast is all done. Oh, chilled apple pie with cream. Oh, somebody has to. I'm pretty sure that there's Kraft macaroni and cheese ice cream So there's got to be cheddar ice cream, right? There's got to be. All right, next pattern piece. This is for the next one. Get our strips ready. Alright, these are pretty big snowflakes, so I don't think it's going to matter where they fall. They'll just kind of catch what they catch. And make sure we're covering everything. Like that. Excellent. Yes, yes. I think I do want to do this though. There we go. I didn't notice the cheddar ice cream. Oh no, my needle came undone. Glad I caught that before I started sewing. That would have been annoying. There we go. Here we are, and do the double check. There we are. Alrighty. Oh, peach cobbler. Y'all, why did I just realize I'm sewing the green to the red when I'm supposed to be sewing the black strip to the red? I'm so excited about these pies we're talking about. Oh well. Seam Ripper to the rescue. Such a dork. Oh, blueberry pie. But see, I think of peach cobbler as a summer thing. Well, because of their seasonality, I suppose. So when it's like getting cool outside and you're going apple picking, apple pies are the way to go. Why is this not? Oh, the joys of a short stitch length. Well, it's a good thing I have another one sitting around waiting for me. I'm so goofy. Which kitty's talking over there? Now, a dark strip. Right, now we've got it going. Yeah. Definitely gonna be craving all the yummy, blackberry with dumplings. Yes, the mac and cheese ice cream. Oh, is it guild night tonight? Mm-mm-mm. I need to get back on my, putting my dates up on my whiteboard back here. I'll be missing out on everything. Now that I'm back from all the traveling, I need to get on being organized because this table has just kind of been like the landing space for things as I've come back home from adventures. And this side of the table where you all can't see is a hot mess. And the chair that's right there. So much stuff. Uh Oh, but Heidi, you're the only one that bakes them. It's true. Food made by other people, no matter how much you like to cook, always tastes better. Yep, lard. That was the way it was done. There's another. We're gonna live dangerously. We're gonna do a really skinny strip, so I can use up the scraps. Not recommended for everybody else, but I'm willing to pay the price if I go too skinny and have to rip it out. Living on the edge. Oh, I think I might have flown too close to the sun. Oh, nope, yep. I don't know if you guys can see. I bowed it here, so it was going along cool, but I bowed the fabric down here and then didn't catch it. So when it folds over, I'll have this little goofy gap right there. Now all that means is some creative resewing. Because I'm a work smarter, not harder kind of gal. And we are going to go again. I might go from the top. There we go. So now I caught it. Ha ha ha. Excellent. Because tearing out 1.1 sewing length or stitch length, no fun. Hi, Jackie. How are you doing? Oh, yes. If spool chicken is not a thing, it should be. And you just want it, so I guess you get to call it. Oh, the vinegar is key. Very cool. All right, now it's time to add the green. I got a little overexcited before. I was working on the last of the test blocks, and the block I had saved for last was the most complicated one. It had so many pieces in it. Oh my lord. And I decided to determine how long it was taking me by how many movies I watched. And I watched the entire Hobbit trilogy. Watched that entire thing. So started with from cutting the papers, cutting the pieces of paper out, through finishing the block. So like the whole, everything you have to do, cutting the fabric, cutting the papers, separating all the, units to sew, the whole thing. And so it took from watching the entirety of the Hobbit trilogy and then halfway through Two Towers of Lord of the Rings trilogy. That was a lot. that was a big block to do. That was the last one. I did first one. Hey! This is where all the cool kids are hanging out. Well, now that Lauren Lynn's here, it is. Oh, the glass rolling pin. Oh. I don't have a glass rolling pin. Now I want one. Again, the gadget gal. For rolling fondant out when I was making cakes, I had one that you filled with like water and ice and it stayed really, really cold. That was pretty cool. I bet you the glass does the same, like stays cold. Yes, discussing all things pies. Oh, all the things of pies. Flavors, whether you like cheddar cheese with your apple pie. Stephanie was saying a cheddar cheese crust, which I think sounds fantastic. And actually, I think the cheddar cheese crust would be really good with a quiche, too. Ooh, now I'm getting very excited about all the possibilities. A Tupperware rolling pin you can fill with ice. I wonder if it was Tupperware. I don't have it any longer. It didn't make the move. So I must not have been too in love with it. Though I wasn't really making cakes that much anymore either, so there wasn't a whole lot of fondant happening. I watch a lot of British baking show, and they do a lot of meat pies. We don't really do meat pies here in the States too much. But a lot of the other cultures have, maybe not like the stacked meat pies like in Britain they have all over the place, but I love a good Jamaican jerk chicken hand pie, like the pasties, I guess. Those are really good. Ooh, chocolate cream. Yes to cheddar. Okay. Y'all, I'm so hungry. I'm gonna have to figure out what we're gonna do for lunch after this. I like the dark red and the lighter green combo too. Oh, this is so cool. I'm very happy about this. I'm going to go ahead and give this a trim for the next piece so that I can use the trim for the other side. is a very good pattern. Exhausted octopus outdid herself. Uh-oh. I don't think I'm going to have enough. I don't think this is going to be wide enough. Nope. Not going to be wide enough. We can get this piece off. It's not happening quickly if we can. Hi, kitty. I know. We have a praying mantis outside that the cats have discovered and would love to get their hands on. I need one of those razor, like electric seam rippers. That's what I want. Just doesn't want to do the quick unzip like it usually does with a longer stitch length. And it's driving me cuckoo. So close. So close. There we go. Woohoo! Oh, you're right, Lauren. No, it'll catch you every time. If you're stingy, it'll get you. The more you do, the more frugal you can be. But stingy will get you. Okay. Now we're all in. There we go. Gained 3 pounds reading the comments. Oh, Jamaican jerk empanadas. Oh, I'm hungry. Hungry, hungry, hungry. Ready for lunch. Oh, it's 12:40 already. I'm going to start the The housekeeping bits soon. Remind everybody of what's going on. There we go. All right. Yeah. Okay, Christmas quilt for the win. This is definitely working out into a beauty. I think we're going to go with a longer piece. Just don't want to cut it close. Now I'm gun shy with having to rip out short stitch length. Jackie, am I going to be doing... Oh, the building blocks. I should do that. That's a good idea, Jackie. I should do that. I actually just printed out the pattern. I'm not sure if it's still... If that link to the free download is still out there. But the Legit Kits building blocks pattern was a free download. I should do that. Excellent idea, Jackie. I like it. That'd be a good kind of quick sew. You can do any fabrics you want. They have a fabric kit, but you could go crazy with the fabrics. I was talking about doing it in grayscale. That would be fun. And monochromatic. That would be great. I've had some really good luck and some really great conversations with some quilt stores and some quilt guilds for some lectures and some classes in this area, so that's pretty exciting. Be local, be right around here. Yeah, it's kind of exciting. Bye, Susan. Yeah, the ripping out is not, like, no, that's nobody's favorite part of any project. But man, these short stitch lengths, it makes it even less appetizing. That's a good long strip. And that'll cover it nicely. Oh, okay. Well, Jackie, let's plan on the building blocks being next Sunday then. Unless you were going to work on it this week, which I totally get. But let's if you we're not going to work on it. Oh, and you said you ordered the kit, so you'll wait for that. If you get that by next week, shoot me an email, and we'll plan on working on building blocks next Sunday, 11 to 1. So like my regular brunch time. If that works for you, I think it would be fun to build that up. Do you feel buttercup? Yeah, waiting on the kit. Okay, cool. I just have so many ideas of things to do. Like, so Terry was talking about not sewing on the papers. We were talking yesterday about the freezer paper. There we go. That's the word I was looking for. Freezer paper technique. There's so many. I'm very intrigued about the freezer paper and the not sewing on the paper technique because you don't have to do it reversed then, so it would be the right way up. And if you're working on a pattern that's already created where you would be sewing reversed, how does that happen? It makes my brain hurt thinking about it, which is really why I haven't done it yet. Oh, this is turning out really nice. All right, on to the white triangles here. So I need to cut off the end again. I'll just do this. Why do you build me up? Can I get got for singing myself? Isn't that just a cover? Because I don't sing well. I don't think I'm hurting anybody's copyright. Oh, Lori Holt fabric would be so cute. Bye, Kelly. Thank you so much for being here. Go. Remembering to keep a little bit of extra white so that I do away with that shadow issue. Oh, very cool, so Terry. That is awesome. I do like the being able to use the papers again portion of that. That's really smart. I don't know why I can never just say Terry. I always say so Terry. There we go. No shadow issue there. That makes me happy. So let's see, what do we got coming up? There is no 2-color quilt challenge on Tuesday, which makes me sad. But I've got to, much like getting to work on this, I need to finish. I don't know what my setup is going to be for the 2-color quilt challenge. Stephanie, I don't know if you've figured that out for yourself. I keep seeing other people's sets, or finishing like sashing and all that kind of stuff, and I'm like, oh, that's fantastic. Oh, that's fantastic. Oh, I want to do that. I'll get it figured out. I have to by the 17th, so that's a good deadline to have. So we won't meet again for the 2-color quilt challenge until the 17th. Let's see. We should probably have some cotton cut stuff coming up. I know I just got the email for Carnival, so I just downloaded those clues. Wonder if that'll be this Saturday, which would be the 2nd, November 2nd, possibly. I did just get clue 7 of Legit Kits Block of the Month. So got to sew that up for us. Collaboration going right here. Sewing that up. Village Green will be coming. Wow. I know I have so much going on, but it's like some stuff I can't talk about. But it is nice to be back home. It was nice visiting my dad, but like right after Oklahoma City, and I just felt tired. It's nice to be back home, back to a regular schedule. You've got it figured out, but okay. Oh, thank you, Ingrid. Did I already say thank? Oh, I'm not sure. I can't remember. Yes, Village Green, just about done. I want to see if the folks that have kind of put out their idea of what it's going to look like, I want to see how close they are. Oh, that's so pretty. Right. I don't even hazard a guess because I have no idea. I know that I'll be wrong, so I don't even hazard a guess. But it's fun watching other people like talking about what they think. Saturday is the 4th. Good golly. Huh. Wild. Am I doing the 2024 block of the month? For legit kits, the iris, the eyeball, I am doing that, the 2024 iris. I will probably not be able to commit to the lives on that just because there's so much happening, but I will definitely videotape it and post it every month. I just don't know that I will be able to consistently do it like that week after I get it. I've got to on my Kona Solids beautiful 2024 calendar, I've got to like lay everything out and see what I'm going to do. Hey, Pat. Hi, Melissa. Yep, the iris. Yeah, I'm definitely getting that. That goes live at legitbomb.com on November 1st. And if you are interested in the iris block of the month, and it's only available as a block of the month from November 1st through midnight November 26th, so 11:59:59. If you're interested in that, goes live November 1st at legitbomb.com, and my code that gets you 10% off your first month is Sleigh, so like SleighArts, but SleighIris, all one word, SleighIris, and you use that at checkout. Hoping that they have that, but I would put it in the notes section. I would put it anywhere and everywhere that you could possibly put the code, because with Color Vortex, it was their first one, and it wasn't exactly as, streamlined as after you've been doing it a couple times would be. So, SleighIris, 10% off your first month, and November 1st. Yeah, that's it for the next Legit Kits block of the month. And then Wednesday I will have, so Wednesday night, and so for Thursday morning will be my podcast. I'm guessing Saturday will probably be cotton cuts, but if not, I'll get into something. And then back here again, so excited to be back on schedule. Sunday live. We will either be working on Legit Kits building blocks if Jackie gets her kit in, which is, it's still, it's a free pattern download, but you can get the fabric kit with it too if you want, which is I think $49.99 or $59.99. I really should have these things written down. Oh yay! Good job, Charlotte. And yes, okay, Saturday the 4th, cotton cuts, live at 5 with Quilting with Stephanie Stitches. So that's what we'll be working on Sunday, either the building blocks, or I might do Clue 7 for Color Vortex. I will continue working on this beauty for the 4-color quilt challenge. I mean, 4S challenge. Continue working on these because we're going to have a live sew for those at some point. $59.99. Okay, yes, awesome. It was one of those. So yeah, awesome. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. I've had a really good time. I'm really excited about this pattern that you guys chose. I am happy that going with a Christmassy look is where we're heading with this. I think this is going to be a lot of fun. And yeah, I appreciate you spending your time with me today. Everybody, oh, let's see. Does Legit Kit have a free pattern for those who maybe want to try out first? I think you mentioned that. Yes, so I don't have, that link was in one of my videos from last week for the free pattern for building blocks. And I know it's from, it was an advertisement on Facebook. I will add it to the description here after I hit exit, like at stop. I will add it. It should still be the free pattern download, because they want everybody to try it out and test to see if they like legit kits. It is a lot of straight lines. There's a couple where you'll be sewing an angle for putting the units together, but it's a very good beginner friendly legit kit FPP welcome to the family pattern. It's really good. It's going to be a lot of fun to work on. So, yeah, okay. So anyway, I will put it in the description below, and I will see you all Thursday morning for the podcast, and then again on Sunday, 11 a.m. Eastern. Cool. Thanks, everybody. Talk to you soon.